Let me tell you something. Your destiny isn't determined by one grand gesture. It's shaped by the small, seemingly insignificant actions you take every single day. Think about it. What would happen if you woke up every morning with purpose, knowing that today could be the day that sets the course for everything you've ever wanted? How would you feel if you took just a few minutes each day to do the things that matter most? You've been told that success is reserved for a special few, that some people are just born to win, right? But let me tell you this, success is available to anyone who is willing to show up day after day. It's not about waiting for the right moment or the perfect conditions. It's about taking consistent, deliberate actions that compound over time. Every small step you take, no matter how insignificant it seems, is one more step toward your greatness. The question is, are you showing up every day? Are you doing the little things, the ones that no one else notices, that will make a difference in your life? That's where the power lies, right in the consistency of your daily actions. We live in a world where we are constantly chasing inspiration. We want the magic formula, the overnight breakthrough, the flash of genius that will push us over the edge to success. But here's the harsh truth, that inspiration fades, it's fleeting. You can wake up feeling on top of the world, but by midday, the fire might be gone. And when that inspiration fades, what's left? If you've ever felt the weight of unmet expectations, the pain of unrealized dreams, you know how discouraging it can be to lose that initial burst of motivation. But here's the thing, motivation is a spark. Ignites the fire, but it's consistency that keeps it burning. If you only rely on motivation to move you forward, you'll find yourself running on empty more times than not. Success doesn't come from one massive leap. It's built one step at a time, day after day. The real question you need to ask yourself is, are you willing to stay consistent when the fire dims? Are you ready to commit to showing up no matter how you feel? Because that's what separates the dreamers from the doers. The willingness to continue when the initial excitement fades and the real work begins. This speech isn't just about feeling good for a moment or getting a boost of energy to tackle the day. No. This is about creating lasting transformation. It's about understanding that true success is built on small intentional actions that, when done every day, create the life you've always dreamed of. And it doesn't matter where you start, it's about how consistently you show up. You don't need to do everything at once. Just start where you are and commit to doing something every day that moves you closer to your goals. You don't need to have it all figured out, but you do need to make the decision to move forward. The power of consistency isn't in doing big things. It's in doing the right things every day without fail. You have the ability to change your life, but it won't happen overnight and it won't happen by accident. It happens through the small, consistent steps you take each day. Now, let's talk about how repetition, day in and day out, can change everything for you. Success is not a one-time event. It's not the result of one big breakthrough or one defining moment. No, success is built slowly over time, one day at a time. Every day you show up, every day you make the choice to do something that brings you closer to your goal, you are building the foundation of your future. The truth is, greatness isn't reserved for a select few. It's not about being born with special talents or receiving a lucky break. Greatness is created through the steady, consistent actions you take, no matter how small they may seem in the moment. Every time you push through your doubts, every time you show up when others don't, you are building your legacy. You don't need to change your life in one day. You just need to make the decision to change it one day at a time. Think about a river, a small stream of water flowing consistently over time. It doesn't happen in a flash. It doesn't make an immediate impact, but over years, that water slowly erodes the hardest rock, carving out deep canyons, shaping mountains. It's not the power of one big surge of water. It's the persistence of the river, moving day after day, year after year. Your success is the same. It's not the grand moments that define your journey. It's the small, consistent actions you take day in and day out. Each action, though small on its own, adds up over time. It compounds, creating momentum, and eventually you'll look back and realize just how far you've come. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to keep moving forward no matter what obstacles come their way? Why do they keep pushing even when the odds are stacked against them? What makes them different from you? The answer is simple. They've mastered the art of consistency. It's not that they are immune to challenges or that they don't feel doubt. They just learned that success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about getting up each time they fall. It's about moving forward, even when it seems like progress is slow. Ask yourself, how often do you quit just before things start to click? How many times have you let the feeling of stagnation stop you from pushing through the toughest days? The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is this: they don't stop. They show up every day, and that's what you need to do too. Look at the greats: Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Serena Williams. What separates them from everyone else isn't just their talent, it's the relentless commitment to repetition. Michael Jordan didn't become the greatest basketball player in history by simply relying on his natural ability. He became great because he practiced every single day, pushing his body, pushing his mind, even when others were resting. The same goes for Kobe Bryant. He practiced more than anyone, worked harder than anyone, and that's what made him legendary. These athletes didn't rely on bursts of motivation. They relied on the power of consistent daily practice. And that's the key to your success too. It's not about waiting for a moment of inspiration to strike. It's about committing to the grind day after day. Your success isn't going to come from one monumental effort. It's not going to be one big victory that changes everything. Your success is the result of the small wins you accumulate day after day. Every time you choose to stay on track, every time you decide to put in the work, you're moving closer to the life you want. These small wins don't seem like much in the moment, but when you look back at the consistency you've shown, you'll realize that it was those small steps that got you to the finish line. Start focusing on the small wins. Start celebrating those moments. Because every time you show up, every time you take one more step, you are building your success. Too many people wait for the right moment to start their journey. They think, I'll start when everything is perfect, or when I have more time, I'll give it my all. But let me tell you something, the right moment will never come. You'll never wake up with everything perfectly lined up. Success doesn't wait for the stars to align. It's created in the moments when you take action, despite the chaos, despite the uncertainty. Right now, today is the perfect time to start. There's no magic moment on the horizon. It's all happening right now. Every day that passes without action is a day you'll never get back. So stop waiting for someday, because that day doesn't exist. The right time is now, and you create that time by taking one step forward, just one small step each day. I want you to think for a moment about the ordinary tasks in your life. Waking up, brushing your teeth, getting dressed, heading to work. These things don't seem extraordinary, right? But what if I told you that those very daily actions could be the keys to your success? What if you could take those mundane routines and transform them into powerful rituals that fuel your future? The truth is, success is built on small, repeated actions. It's not always the big, grand moments that make the difference. It's the simple actions done with purpose. When you approach each task, each moment with intention, whether it's reading for 10 minutes, working on a project, or doing a small workout, you turn the ordinary into something extraordinary. The magic isn't in waiting for big opportunities. It's in showing up and making the most of every small opportunity you have. Think of a gardener. They don't wait for the perfect season. They plant seeds every day, nurture them, water them, and over time, those seeds bloom into something beautiful. Your daily actions are the seeds you plant for your future. Water them, nurture them, and watch your life bloom. Greatness is not achieved in one giant leap. It's not about taking massive risks and hoping for the best. It's about taking small, deliberate steps, one foot in front of the other, day after day, even when you don't feel like it. That's how greatness is built. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't need to see the whole staircase. All you need to do is take the next step, and then the next, and the next. And before you know it, you'll have climbed a mountain, not because you tried to rush to the top, but because you kept showing up, doing the work, and trusting the process. Your journey to greatness is a marathon, not a sprint. And it's one step at a time that will get you there. Don't try to jump ahead. Just take that next step and then the one after that. Over time, those steps will add up to something incredible. In today's world, we're conditioned to expect instant results. We want what we want now, quick fixes, fast rewards. But the truth is, lasting success doesn't come from quick wins. It comes from consistent effort over time, even when it's hard, even when it feels like you're not making any progress. Your mind is your most powerful tool. You need to train it to value long-term growth over short-term satisfaction. Every day that you show up, every time you do the work, you're building a mindset of consistency. And consistency, not motivation, is what will carry you through the tough times. Imagine you're planting a tree. You don't expect it to grow overnight. You water it, you nurture it, you give it time, and slowly it starts to grow. That's what your success will look like. It won't happen overnight, but over time, the results will be undeniable. The power is in your hands, but you need to cultivate the mindset that trusts the process. Every successful person you admire has a set of daily rituals. Whether it's waking up early, exercising, reading, or working on their passion, these rituals keep them moving forward. Rituals are the foundation of success because they create structure and discipline in your life. They take away the guesswork and make success a daily habit, not an occasional event. It's easy to get caught up in the chaos of life, to let each day pass by without focus. But what if you could create rituals that serve you, rituals that make success inevitable? The key is to make your daily rituals non-negotiable. They become the bedrock of your success, the steady rhythm that keeps you on track. You don't need to have a complicated schedule, but you need consistency. Your rituals might look different from someone else's, but they all share one thing in common. They create momentum. And that momentum is what drives you toward your goals. You've heard the excuses. You've told yourself them a million times. I'll start tomorrow. I'm too busy. I need more time. But let me tell you something. You've been making excuses for too long. The truth is, if you keep waiting for the right time, you'll never start. The right time is today. Right now, today is all you have. Stop waiting for conditions to be perfect because they never will be. Success comes from making the decision to act right now, not from waiting for the perfect opportunity to fall into your lap. The moment you stop making excuses, that's the moment you begin to move forward. So, what's holding you back? Is it fear, doubt, procrastination? Whatever it is, leave it behind. Today is the day you take action. No more waiting, no more excuses, just action. Let me ask you a question. Who's holding you accountable? Who in your life is making sure you stay on track, making sure you don't quit when things get tough? Accountability is the missing ingredient in most people's success. You see, it's easy to make promises to yourself, but it's a whole lot harder to break them when someone else is counting on you. That's why accountability partners are so crucial. They keep you honest. They help you push past the times when you want to quit. The truth is, you need someone in your corner. You need someone who will push you when you can't push yourself, whether it's a mentor, a coach, or a friend. Accountability helps you stay consistent, even when motivation fades. Think about the people you spend the most time with. Are they lifting you up, challenging you, helping you grow, or are they holding you back, letting you make excuses, telling you it's okay to settle? You need to surround yourself with people who push you, people who hold you to a higher standard. The people in your corner make all the difference in your success. If you're not surrounded by people who encourage your growth, it's time to reevaluate who you're spending your time with. Remember, success isn't just about what you do, it's about who you do it with. Make sure you got the right people in your corner. Accountability isn't optional, it's essential. Successful people don't get there alone. They have a system of accountability that helps them stay on track. Whether it's a mentor, a coach, or a group of like-minded individuals, accountability ensures that you stay focused and consistent. Take a look at the most successful people you know. They didn't get there by just hoping they'd succeed. They had a system in place, they had people holding them accountable, and they had a relentless commitment to showing up every day. If you want to succeed, you need to make accountability non-negotiable. It's not something you do when it's convenient. It's something you commit to every day. It's time to take full ownership of your success. Stop blaming circumstances, other people, or your past for where you are today. Your future is in your hands, and it's up to you to make it happen. Every excuse you make is just another barrier between you and your dreams. You are the only one who can take responsibility for your actions. If you want to be successful, it starts with owning your decisions and actions. No more blaming, no more excuses. Just you take control of your life one step at a time. I know you want success, and I know you want it fast, but let me remind you, success isn't instant. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a compound effect of small wins that build on each other over time. Think about investing money. You start with a small amount, and over time it grows. Success works the same way. Every small win you get, every day you show up, every small step forward compounds, and over time, those small efforts turn into huge achievements. It's not the big wins that change your life, it's the consistency of small wins. Focus on those daily actions and watch them compound into something life-changing. Every small win builds momentum. The first win might feel small, insignificant even, but when you get that first win, it builds confidence, and confidence leads to more wins. It's a snowball effect. The more you accomplish, the more you believe in your ability to keep going. Think about a time when you accomplished something small. Maybe it was waking up early. Maybe it was finishing a task you were avoiding. How did it feel? That small win was just the beginning. The more wins you rack up, the bigger your confidence grows, and the easier it becomes to keep pushing forward. Consistency is like investing in your future. You don't see immediate returns, but over time, the growth becomes exponential. It's not about getting rich quick. It's about steady, consistent growth. Your small actions today are like investments in your future self. Every book you read, every workout you do, every task you complete, it's an investment. It may not seem like much now, but over time, those investments will pay off in ways you can't even imagine. What may seem like small, insignificant efforts today will add up to monumental achievements tomorrow. Each day is a building block. The key is to keep building, one block at a time. If you stay consistent, you'll look back one day and realize that the small efforts you made every day have turned into something incredible. Success doesn't come from one big effort. It comes from the accumulation of small actions over time. Keep building, keep moving forward, and trust that your efforts will turn into something monumental. Celebrate the small wins. Every time you accomplish something, no matter how small, take a moment to appreciate it. These small wins keep you motivated and they keep you moving forward. It's easy to focus on the big picture and forget to acknowledge the progress you've made along the way. Celebrate your small victories because they're the ones that will keep you going on the days when the going gets tough. Celebrate your consistency because it's your daily actions that will ultimately lead you to success. You've heard me say it before, there is no perfect moment. The time to start is right now. This is your moment. Are you ready to commit to the journey? Because it starts today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Trust the process. Trust that each small action you take today will lead to something bigger tomorrow. Your future self will thank you for the work you put in today. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step toward the life you want. Keep going. You're on the right path. Stop waiting. Stop making excuses. The power to change your life is in your hands. Start today. Take one small step right now, and then do it again tomorrow. Success is built on consistency, and that consistency starts today. So here's the final challenge. Will you show up every day? Will you commit to your success even when it gets hard? Will you do the work day after day no matter what? Because if you're ready to do that, then nothing will stop you. Success is waiting for you. It's time to show up.